It's a FirePower vintage power supply, and I have finished rehabbing it, and that includes replacing all the headers all the way around. This is where the 5 volts comes out of this baby. There's one of my connectors on there so I don't short. I'll get that off later when I measure the high voltage so I don't short between the pins. And I've replaced the 5-volt filter cap and these dual 6A4 diodes. Now, let's talk about this soundboard for a second. It came in without a speech board, so I'd advise the client to pick up one of these Cohout speech boards. Really good price on that thing. Came with ROMs. I have nothing bad to say about that. But this soundboard had been hacked quite a bit. None of that is my work there. I replaced the headers on it. When I turn this thing on, it makes a ticking sound, even though with this capacitive tantalum cap raised, there should be nothing output into the amplification section, yet there is. So I'm going to advise him to pick up the other half of this sound board of the sound and speech board pair from Cohout also, because I could probably eventually repair this, but it's going to take hours and hours because none of these, all these connections have to be revetted. Here's a couple that are just pulled off. I'd have to figure all that out. It's just not worth it. However, moving on to the MPU and the driver board, somebody had replaced the 40-pin header both sides, which is nice. I finished replacing all the other headers and this 5-volt cap on both the CPU and the driver board, and I believe they're ready to go. It's been about a week since I turned it on, so let's see if the CR2032 is still retaining memory. Actually, let me turn this, take the power connector off that soundboard. Well, there you go. The CR2032 is retaining memory, and the only coil it's on is 16, 15's blinking. That's the flasher circuit in the center of the FirePower playfield, and the lamp matrix is operational. So let's put it into test. The auto up-down buttons in the right position. And the next test is the lamp matrix, and that is working 100%. And the next test is solenoids, I believe. Yeah. The 2 orange LEDs that came on are the flipper ground relay. You can hear it come on with a little tink. Now as this goes to solenoid 16, that'll extinguish, and we're into the special solenoids. And I can test these special solenoid inputs via their switch inputs. Sorry, I got my big hand in front of all that. And let's go down here and see solenoid 16 operate. Good. And the next test is, I got to do a little more permanent light shield there, is switch test. And FirePower goes to switch 58. I should know that, as many FirePower boards as I've done. There's 46, 56, 58. Good deal. Now I guess I could set this to free play. Can you do that at setting 18? If I set this to 0, I'll back up to 0, as somebody recently told me I could do. Thank you very much. And we are on free play. So if I reboot, solenoid 16 is probably going to remain out. It does in most game systems. Since it's on free play, there's no reason to be putting coins in. And we're back to the attract mode displays and the attract mode lamps. So this board pair is good to go. Thank you so much.